If you were to compare yourself to a pastry, which will it be?
What's a damn pastry, dog?
He'd be a Twinkie.
Oh, a pastry. Like,
What did you think she said?
I'd be a Twinkie. You'd be a.
I'd be a
gansito.
gansito. A gansito. It's
A
it's
melted
actually-
one too.
I'd be a melted gansito. Y'all are gonna
Drunk.
have to research that. You can only find them in Mexico, for real.
Liar.
That's right. You can find them in the United States too,
That's
right?
right, you can
Anywhere you
find
find
them, yes, no.
Mexican products, man, it's really good. Really good. I'd be a gansito.
Yeah,
I can only eat a half one because they're real sweet.
I could eat the whole thing.
He
I
can eat a
love
whole
this.
gansito. I can't.
love
Ah.
sweets.
Only a half one. Gansito, send the check over to our PO box, please. What would you be, Pee-wee?
I think I'd be I don't know, marshmallow.
That's not a.
What'd you say?
That's not a pastry. Do you know what a pastry is?
No, that's why I asked.
It's a cake. It's a tortilla. A tortilla with sugar on it's a pastry. No, it's like a cake, a cupcake.
Marshmallows
a
have
cake.
something to do with
Okay,
sweets.
if you were a cake, what kind of cake would you be, Doc?
A carrot cake from Starbucks. You can't say Starbucks.
Yeah, you can say Starbucks. Maybe they'll give you an endorsement.
Maybe.
Don't drink too much coffee. It'll stunt your growth.
Ooh.
Look what happened to me.
Okay, this question is for Pee-wee. Will you ever go out with a girl that's kind of chubby or kind of fat?
Chunky.
Chunky but funky's cool too.
Okay.
I can do it. Would you ever date a chunky but funky chick?
Would I ever date a chunky but funky chick? I think, like I've always said, as long
Why are you looking at me?
you know
Look
what?
at the camera.
No, hold on, don't. I gotta look at you, then look at the
Okay,
camera.
go ahead. It's
You
like
know-
we're talking.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. There you go.
Okay, would you
I
date a
think-
funky but chunky chick?
I think I would. You know, as long as they knew how to have a good time, and as long as they knew how to get along with my friends, it's all gravy, baby.
Gravy.
Good,
Mashed potatoes.
good stuff.
But not the ones from
KFC.
Costa Rica. We're getting endorsements big time, dude.
Eat chicken.
Yeah.
KFC is the best.
If you were to choose, what kind of life will you pick? A long average life, or B, a short, like 25 years, successful, famous life?
Well, I know what you would want.
What?
Well, see, but she said short and famous life. I think I would probably rather like.
You can't change the question though, dude.
No,
You
no,
have to
no, no,
answer.
no. I'm not changing the question.
Okay, well, answer the question.
I'm answering it. I think I would rather live a long life because at the end, when I would die, it'd be a more interesting story than just, hey, I was famous, I died. You know, I guess. She liked it. Okay.
I have no comment.
So
man.
so what would you do?
Huh?
What would you do?
I have no comment, man. I just think living a good life, but I mean, I can't answer that because that's not answering the question. I'd want to live a long time. That's what I would want.
Okay, see, there you go.
I don't wanna
That's
live
all,
a
that's
long
all you have
time.
to say, okay? That's all you
I
have
like to party.
say.
Since it is not the Keens, will you put a girl in your group?
Of course, man. If it was Rosalind Sanchez or somebody like that. No, I'm just kidding. Would I put a girl in the group?
Fire.
No, we couldn't put a girl in the group. It was hard enough traveling with Selena because, I mean, it was Selena and Suzette. And one time Suzette opened the door and we were like in our tidy whities, man. Ah!
Okay, you know what though? Remember in the beginning we were going to, but we thought twice.
You know
about
what?
it.
We were going to put a girl in the group.
Two
And-
girls.
yeah, we're going to put 2 girls in the Kumbia All-Stars, actually. And it didn't quite work out, man.
It didn't.
Didn't pan
Believe
out.
me, it didn't.
I ended up marrying one of them. It just didn't work out, and we're now divorced, but just kidding.
Will you ever collaborate with Los Horóscopos de Durango or a Duranguense group?
I like the way she plays that bass drum thing, dude.
Look, if it was the
ba-
Horóscopos de Durango, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Because they
And as
got
a
2
matter of
chicks
fact-
that like to rock and roll,
Yeah,
man.
as a matter of fact, shout out to the girls from Horóscopos de Durango.
Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, but we probably would, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why
We'd
not?
show love. Why not?
We do Mi Dulce Niña. Mi Dulce Niña.
If you guys could go back in time and change something, what would it be?
Whew.
Ooh, that's
Child.
a good one.
You go ahead,
dude.
Pee-wee. You answer
Nah,
first.
what?
If you could go back, you have to repeat the question.
Okay, if I would go back in time, what would I change? Okay. That's a very hard but interesting question. I don't know what I would change. I'd have to think about it really, really hard.
My question, to answer your question, if I would go back in time and change anything, um, I would have to say, unfortunately, if you change something in your past, it affects certain things.
The
You know,
future.
I would like to change a lot of things, but if I change certain things, I probably wouldn't be sitting next to this
me.
guy, and just a lot of things would be different. But yeah, of course. But at the same time, it would change. For example, it would change some of my kids ever being born, or me meeting their moms, or it would just change a lot of series of events. Unfortunately, things happen sometimes that are sad. That are sad things that happen in our life. But changing history, that's just a little bit hard to do.
That guy answers good all the time. That's a good answer, dude. Proud of you.
Between my partying, I do a lot of thinking. Like in the morning, like 4 to 6.